Morning, students. Now we have to discuss a new topic, new criticism. New criticism is a movement, theory of literature mainly developed in America. It is just close reading, particularly poetry, to study how a work of literature functions as an aesthetic object. സൗന്ദര്യാസ്വാദക ദൃഷ്ടിയിൽ പോയിട്രി എങ്ങനെ ഫങ്ഷൻ ചെയ്യുന്നു എന്ന് ക്ലോസ് റീഡിങ് നടത്തുകയാണ് ഈ ക്രിറ്റിസിസം ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Then new criticism in analyzing a work, they do not refer to biography of the author or the milieu of the author. Milieu, M-I-L-I-E-U. Milieu means the age, the period in which the author lived, or psychological or moral effects on the reader. After reading, what will happen to the reader? The result of reading is not at all bothered. It depends on words used in the text. Genre or genres are not concerned, but content and diction are very important. The meaning of the poem is very important. The words used are very important. The signified is very important, not the signifier. It developed in 1920s to 30s, and it influenced much by 1940s and 50s. Tradition and individual talent, and Hamlet and his problems, or T.S. Eliot, influenced the new critics like I.A. Richards. The new criticism got its name from the book The New Criticism by John Crow, C-R-O-W-E Ransom. John Crow Ransom, R-A-N-S-O-M. ജോൺ ക്രോ റാൻസത്തിൻ്റെ ബുക്ക് ന്യൂ ക്രിറ്റിസിസം എന്നതിൽ നിന്നാണ് ന്യൂ ക്രിറ്റിസിസം എന്ന ആ മൂവ്മെൻറ്റ് പേര് തന്നെ കിട്ടിയത്. I.A. റിച്ചാർഡ്സ് ആണ് അതിൻ്റെ പ്രമുഖനായ വക്താവ്. Then new critics focused on the text or work of literature. They excluded readers' response or comments and author's motive. Its historical and cultural context are also neglected. There was no moralistic bias in their analysis. So, new critics are entirely free in criticizing a text. It is unprejudiced. New critics believed the structure and meaning of the text were closely connected and should not be separated. അതുകൊണ്ട് structure of the sentence and meaning of the text are closely connected. It cannot be separated എന്നാണ് അവർ വിശ്വസിച്ച പോയിന്റ് 1. The study of ethical values and philosophic issues through literature was a trend prior to new criticism, and historical and political contexts were also considered at that time, but in new criticism they are avoided, clearly avoided. The close reading or explication de text considered the work of non-academic critics or book reviewers. New criticism was practiced in America until 1970s, when post-structuralism and deconstruction theory gained popularity over neocriticism. According to Wimsatt and Beardsley, the words on the page are all that matters. Nothing should be brought from outside, which are distracting. They objected to the intention of the writer and to the reaction of personal or emotional of the readers. Thus, students were taught to read and understand poetry and fiction under neocriticism. Rhyme, meter, setting, characterization, and plot were used to identify the theme of the text. In addition to the theme, neocritics also looked for paradox, ambiguity, irony, and tension to interpret the text. It was criticized that it isolated the text from consideration of gender, class, and race from the historical context. Okay. അങ്ങനെ പരിപൂർണമായി സ്വതന്ത്രമായ ഒരു വിമർശന സാഹിത്യ ശാഖയായിരുന്നു ന്യൂ ക്രിറ്റിസിസം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. സോ ന്യൂ ക്രിറ്റിസിസം വാസ് absolutely free of any bias. It merely considered the text separated from all other aspects. Okay. Thank you.